Remember those Saturday mornings glued to the TV, completely enthralled by a movie? Well, for me, that was Ghostbusters. The spooky yet hilarious story, the iconic characters, and those incredible gadgets all sparked a lifelong obsession. And I may have spent a good portion of my youth running around with a makeshift proton pack, busting ghosts, or at least pretending to. All I ever wanted when I was a kid was a good Ghostbusters game. And yeah, sure, there were games, but they were all old 16-bit games because of the year that Ghostbusters came out. All we got when we were kids was Extreme Ghostbusters, and to me, that ain't Ghostbusters. But in 2009, Atari made Ghostbusters the video game, and it looked like the game that I always wanted to play. And it was a straight hit of nostalgia to the vein. And then in 2019, Mad Dog remastered the game for PS4, and when it first came out, I did play it a little, but as I said in the Spider-Man video, I mainly played games for a few hours and just gave up around that time. And because my trophy list does not look the greatest, and I've just finished watching the new Ghostbusters movie, we are starting our mission of bringing our backlog down and making the trophy list look respectable, and that is now to get the platinum for Ghostbusters Remastered. So how are we going to get this platinum? Well, PSN Profiles has this platinum as a 2 out of 10 with 2 playthroughs and a total of 15 hours to complete. Firstly, what we're going to do is a blind playthrough, as I honestly can't remember any portion of the story from originally playing it way back when. And then we're going to pick up whatever trophies we can, all while keeping in mind that trophy of nice shooting techs, which is to complete the game with less than $100,000 worth of damage. Otherwise, we will need to play another playthrough. Now, I do have a handful of trophies from completing the first mission way back in 2019, and those are: we have talent, the flowers are still standing, I ain't afraid no ghost, aim for the flat top, and you want to keep it, I'm picking up a signal, I'm a Ghostbuster, not a doctor, I feel so funky, and total protonic reversal. So we start the game, and this is set 2 years after the Ghostbusters 2 movie, and you are the newest recruit. And just as you're introducing yourself, a massive paranormal event happens, causing a little bit of an explosion, freeing Slimer, causing you to have to go around and capture him.
Let's move.
I think there's a trophy for... There is. You gotta try this pole. This is the tutorial mission that gives you a rundown of how to use things, how to use your proton pack, how to capture ghosts, and just sort of gives you the basics to run away with. After you've completed the tutorial mission, Slimer has run away and has gone to the Sedgewick Hotel. Before we go any further, I just want to say I forgot how much this game hits you with nostalgia. This game is truly a love letter to the original 2 movies, as shown by walking around the Ghostbuster house, running into things from all the different movies. And what I think is my favorite little bit of an Easter egg is the Vigo painting from Ghostbusters 2. And the fact that it actually has voice lines from the original actor, or at least someone who sounds very much like him, is amazing.
Come closer, and I'll let you hear it.
So Slimer is at the hotel from the first movie, and all isn't what it seems. They cleared the hotel of ghosts already, but the place is back full of them. And here is where you run into Alyssa, who you're going to see from the opening cutscene, and I just thought was a reused character asset. While capturing Slimer, it's here we pick up one of the mission-specific trophies, and that being kosher. In order to get this, we have to destroy a piece of ham on the table for the Rodriguez bar mitzvah. There we go, kosher. That one was for remedy a dubious food choice to make the bar mitzvah as orthodox as it can be, which was destroying the ham. I hope that doesn't affect the $100,000 trophy, because I just had to blitz the whole table. Just as we clear the hotel of the last ghost, another old friend turns up, and that is Gozer in his Stay Puft Marshmallow form. So you make your way through Times Square, avoiding getting stamped on, working your way through waves of little marshmallow dogs to get to the roof where you defeat the Stay Puft Marshmallow again. And that gives me the trophy, Once More Into the Breach.
Again.
Once more into the breach. Complete the panic at Times Square level. There we go. After that, you find out that the woman you keep bumping into is a doctor who has been employed by the museum for the Gozer exhibit, and she was there when the paranormal explosion went off. They take her back to the office to run tests, but look who shows up.
All me. And I can assure you it was not an oversight.
Oh, by the way, you have visitors.
And he's still as charming as he ever was in the first movie.
The official act is going to be suspending you clowns' operating license.
He tells them in no uncertain terms that they are not allowed to go to the museum, as the mayor has put him in charge of all things paranormal in the city. And in true enough Ghostbusters fashion, they ignore him and go to the museum anyway. But while they are on the way there, they overhear on the radio that there's a massive paranormal event going on at the New York Public Library. And they have a score to settle with one of their ghosts there. The Grey Lady, which is the very first ghost they ever run into in the movies. They go back to the library and track down the Grey Lady, and while they are there, they find out she's actually guarding something called the Gozer Codex, and her husband was not a very nice man. The newspapers called him the Collector, and he's not collecting books.
Eerie place. I wonder if this is where the Collector killed the librarian.
While completing this part of the mission, we managed to get the Slam Dunk and Stasis Dunk trophies. Oh, Slam Dunk, there we go. And these trophies require you to trap ghosts using the different types of streams. Oh, yeah. Stasis Dunk, trap a ghost using a stasis stream. And then finally, get the trophy, get her.
Aim high.
There it goes! My ass and more!
We need to get out of here.
There's a new portal back here. Come on, Rook, that's gotta be the way out.
Guys! Where are you guys?
Another story trophy done. Complete checking out the library. We finally make it to the museum and everyone is getting possessed, but it's just a distraction so the big ghost boss of this level kidnaps Alyssa for what we don't know yet. But in this mission, we managed to get the last of the dunk trophies, which is Slime Dunk.
Do you know who I am?
Slime Dunk, let's go.
Just caught some of that stuff.
And the trophy, I looked at the trap ray. This trophy is a tiny bit misleading. It says a full trap and you can fit a lot of ghosts in there before picking them up. The best way I found to complete this is to pick up your trap after trapping one ghost, then rinse and repeat. So if there's 5 ghosts in an area, you walk away with 5 added to the tally.
Well, look what the new kid dragged in. Hey,
Oh,
Ray.
look
how
at
do
the
we
trap
get out?
ray, recover 20 of your own full ghost traps. Another one knocked off the list.
The main
And finally, for this mission, we take out the ghost boss, getting us the trophy, Ghost Fever Grips New York.
saturated. Here they come.
Got a piece of that one. Nice work!
That's how it's done.
Oh, Ghost
I should have
Grips.
shut-
Ghost Fever Grips New York. Complete the Museum of Supernatural History level. We free the dock and find out that Gozer worshippers made some way to break the walls between the worlds down, and that the image you've been seeing after each boss actually pinpoints where you have been going, which are all buildings built by Ivo Shandor, who, if you remember from the first film, is the one that built the building that Dana Barrett lived in, which caused Gozer to come back in the first place. That being the library, the museum, and the hotel.
Mandala is like a spiritual labyrinth.
And this one looks like a spiraling system that feeds into each successive node along the line until it reaches a culmination point. Before he died, Shandor must have set some mechanism in place similar to the antenna in Dana's building.
You know, I think you helped to make that clearer.
They now know what they're looking for, so they head back to the hotel that is now closed due to Peck, who Egon thinks is somehow in on what's going on.
What now?
This notice is for the general public. It doesn't apply to us. We're bonded contractors for the city.
Especially the Ghostbusters.
All right, heat 'em up. We'll melt our way in.
Wait, I have a better idea.
Good thinking.
Before we grab the trophies, we be fat. Before we leave, we grab the trophies, we be fast, they be slow, and heat them up. These are trophies for buying all the upgrades for the different types of packs. Oh, there we go. We be fast, they be slow. Oh, and another one. Spending points and getting trophies. Purchased all upgrades for the proton gun. Once we get back to the Sedgewick, there is another one of the mission-specific trophies that I managed to get by accident, and that was I've quit better job than this, which is to clear out the coat room of slime. Oh, I've quit better jobs than this. Some ghosts had a real blowout in the coat room, clean it up. I wasn't actually going for a trophy, but I'll take it. We go to the 12th floor, we take out the boss of this level, which is a great big spider lady, and stop what was going on there. Also grabbing the trophy, somebody saw a cockroach on 12.
Look, the mandala map.
Egon, what happened? You all right?
Their crew found the 13th floor and we shut it down. PKE levels are back to acceptable parameters. This node of the mandala is fully neutronized.
All right. Where are you? We went back down to the 12th floor and couldn't find anything. Everything seems pretty normal.
Looks like we're back in the Ruby Ballroom. We'll meet you at Ecto 1.
Somebody saw a cockroach on 12. Complete the return to the Sedgewick level. We're getting it one at a time. We're nearly there. All that leaves is to go to the last node, as they're calling it, and stop it from going off. While completing this mission, I managed to obtain I Don't Want My Face Burned Off trophy and Mother Puss Bucket for buying all of the upgrades for the Meson Burst and the Slime Pack, which then gave me the trophy We Have the Tools for buying all available upgrades within the game. I think this is the last one for trophy. Yes, it is. Don't want my face burned off. Oh, 2 trophies. We have the tools. Purchase all available upgrades. Let's go. Halfway there on the trophies as well. Let's get it. It's here we get another mission-specific trophy as well, called Hedge Buster, which, for you guessed it, is getting rid of hedges. Hedge Buster, the hedge maze, is a real eyesore. Do some protonic pruning. You know what? I've seen the bushes and you can burn them, and I was like, there's probably a trophy behind that one. And finally, for completing the level, we get, let me guess, Gozer Worshippers.
Whole island sinking!
Ray, keep the motor running. We are coming at your back.
Let me guess, Gozer Worshippers. So complete the Lost Island Rising level. Not long left now. It's here we find out that Alyssa is a descendant of Evo Shandor, and her blood is needed to activate the last node, which is why she has been constantly targeted, but they stopped the last node, so everything's fine. Wrong, Peck has shut down the ghost grid again, and we all know what happened last time. Somehow that causes a massive cemetery to just pop up in the middle of Central Park, so we have to now go and stop another apocalyptic event. But when we get there, we find out it wasn't Peck after all. It was the mayor. He's been possessed by Shandor, and we need to get him out.
Nobody's gonna know.
Easy, Venkman. Everything points to Peck being a pawn.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
It's the mayor.
No, Ray, it's not. It's Evo Shandor.
Shandor possessed the mayor, turned Peck on us to slow us down, and when we shut down his Mandela before he could get fully juiced, he hijacked our ghost out of the containment unit as an alternate energy source.
Very good. And they say you're the slow one.
Wait, what? Who says that?
Everybody.
We fight the final boss, and we get the trophy Nice Shooting Tex for doing less than $100,000 worth of damage, and we saw for completing the game on casual.
What's the streams?
Oh. Complete the Central Park Cemetery level. Let's go. Nice Shooting Tex. Yes, we got the less than $100,000 of property damage. Ooh, I was glad. I'm glad that because I was not wanting to play this over again without having to destroy things or being careful about it. We saw, we kicked it. If you've gotten this far, I want to say thank you. If you do enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, and put down below in the comments any video games you want me to try and platinum or games that I should be trying. Now that casual is out of the way, we need to get the trophy, Are You a God? This trophy is for completing the game on professional mode. This is where I had read there was a cheese way of doing it, and after trying to do it normally and constantly dying because the NPC characters kept dying and needing to be revived, I gave up. To do this, you just need to play the game normally on professional mode until you get to this section here with the hotel where you go up the stairs. Back out and replay each of the boss battles one by one, making sure that you watch the whole cutscene through to the end, and then once you have control of the character, once we finish this, we got the trophy Are You a God, and we can finally forget about that one.
That's good. Keep working.
I'm hit. Need some help. Here they come.
Up there.
Don't let it power up.
Don't let it recharge. Give it to him.
On your left. On the right.
That's the stuff.
Once that was out of the way, I decided to tackle the rest of the trophies in the following fashion. Do the mission-specific trophies that I missed, grab all of the collectibles, and then do $3 million worth of damage. The first one was to complete the trophy I Love You When You Roughhouse, which is for completely destroying the architect room in the Mission Times Square.
Good shooting. Nice and shining proton.
Oh, there we go. Got it. The next was But the Kids Love Us, which is probably the creepiest section of the game by far. And this is by following the child ghosts around so they can show you different things. And then the trophy for It Pops.
What are they saying?
I think they're trying to tell us something. What else did Hoover collect?
Oh, But the Kids Love Us. Okay, that wasn't very difficult. Don't know what the hell it was doing now. But hey, oh, that's another trophy done, so we move on to the next. Then in the museum mission we complete, You Never Studied, and this was for listening to all 4 speakers explaining about the Civil War. Oh, okay, no, that's not one. And 4. There we go, You Never Studied. Now, there's only one thing left to do, and that is... And lastly, On the Ground, which was for shooting the coffins that are flying at you in the final cemetery mission.
They're coming out of the...
Right, well, I think I just missed my chance to do that, so I'll have to reload the checkpoint.
Airstrike! Take those flyers out!
There we go, yeah, one on the ground. I think that is all of the, like, mission-specific trophies done. It is. So we just need to do the scans, the artifacts, $3 million worth of damage, and the drinks. So I think we'll get the drinks and the scans out of the way. Obviously trying to get as much damage as I can and see where we're at the end of that. Once we got that out of the way, it was time to do the collectibles. There are 3 types of collectibles within this game for 3 different trophies. So there are different cursed artifacts. Some are like Easter eggs from the previous movies, some aren't, but there are a set number on each level that you need to get. Ghost scans, this is essentially what it says on the tin. You have to scan every ghost or slime or boss that you run into. And the drinking fountains. These aren't on every mission, but you need to drink from all 8 in order to get the trophy. And completing these netted me Spores, Molds and Fungus, Back Off Man, I'm a Scientist, and Ghostbusters Drinking Game. Right, well, I think this is the last artifact that I've got to find. It is Spores, Molds and Fungus. Collect all cursed artifacts. Right, I think this... I think these are the last things I need to scan.
Well protected. Our energy streams aren't going to hurt them.
Peter, go kick them. The only hope we have is to stay alive and keep them away
It
from the
is. Back off, man. I'm a scientist. Obtain 100% PKE scans for every paranormal creature. It is Ghostbusters Drinking Game. All that left was the one that was probably going to be the most fun, and that is caused $3 million worth of damage. Once I got $3 million worth of damage, the trophy was not popping. I thought the trophy was either bugged and I was going to not get the platinum at the very last hurdle, or I'm going to have to play through the game all over again because I was racking up all this damage doing replay missions. But then I read the trophy description. Complete the game with more than... Maybe I have to... Do I have to... defeat the main boss, maybe? And sure enough, the Destructor. Yes. Platinum trophy earned. There we go. I thought I wasn't going to pop that for a second. There we go, platinum number 22, Ghostbusters Remastered. Whoa, what a grind, man. So, there we have it, the Ghostbusters video game remastered, platinum trophy complete. I had a lot of fun with this game and it was just full of nostalgia. I love the way it captures the vibe of the original movie, and one way it does that is by using the soundtrack from the original movie. I like the fact that all of the trophies are all quotes or popular sayings from each of the movies. It feels like the Ghostbusters 3 movie we should have had all those years ago. Although not quite, as you can tell, it is very much a video game storyline. There's not a lot of cohesion. There's always a reason they need to go somewhere for the purposes of playing the next level. But let's face it, the original Ghostbusters movies were not designed to be an epic story. It has the perfect balance of nostalgia and originality, such as locations and ghosts from the first movies, along with some new ghosts to boot, and also giving you different types of technology to use. Is this game bad? No. Is this game great? Well, it's never going to win any of the Game of the Year accolades, but what it is a competent take on turning the Ghostbusters franchise into a game, and if you're a fan of the franchise, I don't think you can find too many faults with it, other than maybe the story is a little weak. And there we have it. If you've made it this far into the video, please do like and subscribe. It would be most appreciated. Links to all my socials are in the description. Give them a follow. And until next time, we will catch you all later.